students, welcome to another class of engineering mechanics. So we'll continue with the for problems related to friction. Okay, so the next question is, with what horizontal force, with what horizontal force must an assistant brace the bottom of the ladder in the given problem when the man has climbed 6 meters along the ladder. 6 meters along the ladder. Okay, so in the question all the things are given to us, that is this is the vertical surface and this is the horizontal surface. Okay, and the ladder, we'll draw the ladder with another color. This is wall, right? Vertical wall, and this is ladder which is resting like this. Okay, and this is the ground surface. This is ground, and this surface is wall. Okay, and it is asking us that there is a force applied at the bottom of the ladder, that is this is force which has to be applied to take care of the ladder. So the weight of the ladder is given as, all these things are given in the question. Okay, so weight of the ladder, that is weight always act at the center, isn't it? So the weight of the ladder is given as 200 Newton, and the entire length of the ladder, the total length of the ladder is 8 meters. The total length of the ladder is total length is 8 meters. Okay, this length is totally 8 meters, and there is a man which is climbing the ladder, and it is at a distance of 6 meters. How much? 6 meters. So this distance is, this is at the center, right? So this is 4 meter, and this distance from here to here, this will be 6 meters. It is given in the question, that is this is 6 meters. So the weight of the man is 800 newtons. Weight of the man is 800 newtons. All these things are given in the question. Okay, whatever the things which are mentioned This is P. Okay. So all these things which are given in red color and blue color or purple color, all these things are given in the question. This is the ladder. Okay. Now we have to start our problem. Also this angle is also given to us, that is 60 degrees. Okay. So we have to calculate this force P, the force P to be applied to maintain the ladder in this equilibrium position. Okay. So how to solve this one? So the first thing is, always we'll be having a reaction, normal reaction, isn't it? This will be our, we'll name this point as A and this point as B. Okay, this point as B. So this will be NA reaction, normal reaction at A. Okay. So what happens when the ladder tries to move down? So the ladder will move in opposite negative x direction, isn't it? So to stop that, our frictional force will act in rightward direction. Okay. So this is our frictional force at A. Okay. So if these two forces are acting at this location, what happens? There will be a normal reaction, resultant. There will be a resultant RA. There will be a resultant RA, and this angle is given to us as 15 degrees. It is given in the question itself. This angle, that is the angle of friction, the angle of friction between all the surfaces is 15 degrees. It is given in the question. Okay. So this tan phi, it is angle between the resultant and normal reaction is how much? 15 degrees. Okay. So the same thing we will apply here also. So how the normal reaction will act? Normal reaction will act exactly perpendicular to the surface of contact, isn't it? So this will be my normal reaction at B. Okay. So what happens if the ladder is moving downward? Then what about frictional force? Frictional force will act in upward direction, isn't it? FB, that is frictional force at B. So if there are two forces, then what happens? We'll be having a normal resultant, that is RB, resultant RB, and this RB is given as the angle between the resultant and normal reaction is given as how much? 15 degrees. Normal reaction is 15 degrees. Okay. So now all the forces we have applied here. Okay. You understood how we have got this RB and this 15 degrees, right? So let us clear this one. So it is not clear now. So this is my RB and this angle is 15 degrees. Okay. So as I told you before, whenever we come across ladder problems, what we do is we consider the components of resultant instead of considering the components of instead of considering this normal reactions and frictional force. So what we will be doing here, since we have understood how we got NA, how we got FA, right? So what I will be doing here is, after application or after designation this RA and RB, what I will do, I will remove these reactions, that is NA and FA. Okay. What I am doing here, I am removing all these forces. Okay. You have seen how we have applied forces, right? But now what I am doing, I am removing RA, and I'll just simply, what I will do, I'll draw the components of, this is 15 degrees, right? We know 15 degrees. Okay, so what will happen here? This force will be my y component of Ray. Okay, and this will be my Rax. Okay, Ray and Rax. So the same thing I'll be doing here at point B also. Okay, so what I'm doing here, we have here RB, and the angle made by RB with x-axis, that is, this is 15 degrees. Okay, so this will be my RBX, and this one will be my RBY. Okay, so what we will do here, again we'll start our calculation with sigma x and sigma y. Okay, so you understood this one and also this one. So what I'll do here, instead of writing Ray, I'll write down the value of Ray, that is Ra. Since the angle is with y axis, so what happens, this will be Ra cos 15, Ra cos 15, isn't it? Ra cos 15, this Ray will be cos 15, and this will be Ra sin 15. Why? Because the angle is with y axis. Since here angle is with x axis, so what happens here, this RB will be RBY will be RB sin 15, and here this will be RBX will be RB cos 15. Okay, understood this one? Now we'll calculate, we'll start the problem. We'll solve the calculations, that is sigma x is equal to 0. Now, how many horizontal forces are there in this figure, right? The horizontal forces are here in this problem is Rax is horizontal force, isn't it? Then we have Rbx as horizontal force. Okay, also we have P, a horizontal force, isn't it? So we have totally 3 horizontal forces in this figure. So I'll write here. First is Rax plus P. These two forces are going in positive x direction. What about Rbx? Rbx is going in negative x direction. So minus Rbx. Any other horizontal force we can see? No horizontal force, right? Equal to 0. But we know what is Rax. Rax is Ra sin 15 plus P minus Rbx. What is the value of Rbx? We have Rb cos 15. Rb cos 15 is equal to 0. So we'll make P as a subject. P as subject is equal to, what is the value of sin 15? So the value of sin 15 is 0.5. So P is equal to Rb cos 15 minus Ra sin 15. So the value of cos 15 is how much? Cos 15 is equal to 0.965. That is, P is equal to Rb into 0.965 minus Ra into, what is the value of sin 15? Sin 15 is 0.258. 0.258. So call this as equation number 1. Okay, so we got equation number 1 with the help of sigma x is equal to 0. Now we'll move for the next equilibrium condition, that is sigma y is equal to 0. So how many vertical forces we have here? How many vertical forces we have? You can see here vertical forces. We have Ray as vertical force, 200 as vertical force, 800 as vertical force, and even we have Rby as vertical force. Okay, so we'll take down the vertical forces. So sigma y is equal to 0, that is Ray is going in upward direction, then minus 200. Why minus? Because it is going in downward direction. 200 is going in downward direction, and even 800 is also going in downward direction. So minus 800, and then Rby is going in upward direction. So plus Rby is equal to 0. So Ray, what is Ray? I have given Ra cos 15 minus 800 plus 200 is minus 200 minus 800 minus 1000 plus Rby. What is Rby? We have Rby is Rb sin 15. Rb sin 15 is equal to 0. So what is the value of cos 15? Cos 15 is 0.965. So Ra into 0.965 minus 1000 plus Rb into sin 15. Sin 15 is how much? 0.258. 0.258 is equal to 0. So we'll name this as equation number 2. So we got two equations. One is this equation, and another one is this equation. P is equal to this one. Now what is the next condition we have? What are the next condition we can do? That is sigma m is equal to 0. Okay, sigma x and sigma y is over, right? Now we'll go for sigma m, moment of all forces about point A is equal to 0. Okay, now before going to that, I just wanted to tell you that, see here, this is my right angle triangle. Okay, and this is x and this is y. I have explained you this one in the previous class also. That is, this is suppose for example this is theta. Okay, and let us say this distance, this is 8 meters. Let us say this is 8 meters. Okay, so what happens here? If you calculate cos theta, here, cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, that is x by 8. So what happens? What will happen here? X is equal to 8 cos theta. So this horizontal distance is how much? 8 hypotenuse into cos of angle. Okay, then similarly if you go for sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, that is y by 8. So what is y there? Y is equal to 8 sin theta. Okay, 8 y is equal to 8 sin theta, and x is equal to 8 cos theta. Theta, what is theta here? We have 60 degrees theta. Okay, so always remember, whenever you have your hypotenuse, then horizontal distance will be hypotenuse into cos of angle between the two inclined lines, and vertical distance is 8 into sine of angle between other two. Okay, so moment of all forces about point A is equal to 0, and calculating moment at this location. Okay, at this location, so what happens? All the forces, whatever the forces which are acting at point A, will become 0, right? So now see here, we have this force. So this distance is 4 meters, right? So 200 into 200 is going in clockwise direction. I'm calculating moment, right? So keep your thumb on point A and see the force 200 Newton is going in clockwise direction. I want this distance, horizontal distance, right? So what will be this distance? 4 into 200 is the force, and horizontal distance is 4 into cos 60. 4 into cos 60, isn't it? Right. Then plus 800. This is 800, right? This is also going in clockwise direction. So 800 is the force. This horizontal distance from here to here, this distance will be how much? So this distance is 6 meters, right? So 6 cos 60, and here also this is 4 cos 60. I have written here 4 cos 60. Okay, so this is 6 cos 60 we got, right? Next we have here two forces, that is RBX and RBY, isn't it? So RBX is going in anti-clockwise direction as per point A. So RBX is the force into perpendicular distance. See here, I want this distance. This is the force going, right? This is the force going. This is the force going. I need this vertical distance. Vertical distance. How to calculate vertical distance? As I told you, y sine theta. Okay. So 8 sine 60 RBX. And what about RBY? RBY is also going in anti-clockwise direction. So RBY into 8 cos 60 is equal to 0. So all the forces I have taken, all the forces which are there, 200 Newton, 800 Newton, and RBX and RBY we have taken, considered. Okay. Now we'll simplify this one. So 200 into 4 into 200 into 4 cos 60. So what we will do here, first I'll write here cos 60 is 0.5 into 4 into 4 into 200. So the value is, we got here as 400. Okay, plus 800 into 6 into cos 60. Okay, 800 into 6 into cos 60 is how much? 2400. Cos 60 into 6 into 800 is 2400. 2400 minus RBX. Okay, so RBX, we know what is RBX. RBX is how much? RB sine 15. So RBX, I'll substitute here. It is RB into sine 15. Okay, then we have here 8 sine 60. I'll write here as it is 8 sine 60 minus RBY. Okay, this RBY. RBX is 8 cos, it's cos 15, right? RBX is cos 15 and RBY is RB sine 15 into 8 cos 60 is equal to 0. Okay, so 400 plus 200 is 2800 minus cos 15 into 8 into sine 60. Okay, cos 15 into 8 into sine 60. So the value is 6.69. RB will be as it is 6.69 minus sine 15 into 8 into cos 60. So sine 15 into 8 into cos 60. How much? 1.035. So RB will be here as it is 1.035 is equal to 0. Okay, here we have RB, here also we have RB, right? So what we can do here, we can add these two values and send it to the right hand side. So 6.69 plus 1.035 is how much? 7.725. So 2800 is equal to 7.725 into RB. So what will be the value of RB? RB is equal to 2800 divided by 7.725, right? So what is the value? RB is equal to 362.45 newtons. You got the value of RB as 362.45 newtons. So with the help of this RB, we can calculate RA, isn't it? We'll substitute this value of RB in equation number 2 first, so that we'll get the value of RA. So once we get RA and RB, we'll substitute this to get the value of P. Okay, so substituting RB in equation number 2. So what is equation number 2? We have RA into 0.965 minus 1000 plus RB into 0.258 is equal to 0. So substitute the value of RB here to get the value of RA. So RA into 0.965 minus 1000 plus RB. What is the value of RB? We have 362.45 into 0.258 is equal to 0. So RA is equal to RA into 0.965 minus 1000 plus 362.45 into 0.258. How much? 93.5. 93.514 is equal to 0. So substitute send these terms towards right hand side. RA is equal to, send this 1000 this side, you will get plus 1000 minus 93.514 whole divided by 0.965, right? So 1000 minus 93.514 divided by 0.965, 939. So RA is equal to 939.36 Newton. So you got the value of RA and RB. Now substitute the value of RA and RB in equation number 1. Substituting RA and RB in equation number 1. Equation number 1, what is equation number 1? We got this one. P is equal to RA. Okay, P is equal to RB into 0.965. RB into 0.965 minus RA into 0.258 minus RA into 0.258. This is my equation number 1, right? So what is the value of RB? We have RB is 362.45. 362.45. So 362.45 into 0.965 minus, what is the value of RA? RA is 939.36 into 0.258. Okay, substitute the values. So 362.45 into 0.965, we'll get the value as 349.76. 349.76 minus 939.36 into 0.258, we got it as 242.35. So 349.76 minus 242.35 is 107. So P is equal to 107.405 newtons. So therefore the force to be applied to maintain the ladder in equilibrium. Equilibrium is 107.405 newtons. Okay, this is how we calculate our horizontal force in case of ladder problems. Okay, it is very important problem. Ladder problems are very important. They may ask you for full marks. See, we have solved this problem in how many minutes? 30 minutes. So it is a long answer question. Okay, it's very important question. Okay, these type of questions may ask you in your internal examination as well as in your final examination. So you have to draw each and everything clearly, each and everything to be maintained clearly. Okay.